Hello and welcome back to Love Yourself, You Deserve It. Yes, let's repeat that again. Love yourself, you deserve it. I haven't done a video in a while, so lots coming at you today. I had such a huge thing hit me last night, and it was such a huge thing that I just need to share that with you guys today after I talk about some other stuff. So today I'm talking about accepting who and where you are right now. So we're not talking about who you were 5 years ago or who you were a week ago or yesterday or an hour ago. We're talking about who you are right now and just accepting. Acceptance is just the hugest thing ever, you know. People concentrate so many times on what they're not or what they want to be and what they strive to be, and it's great to have goals and to want to become the best version of yourself. However, that starts with just accepting everything about yourself, even the parts that you don't really like. Just pure acceptance is where it starts. And then that goes into, you know, accepting other people. So when you accept yourself, you can just accept so many other things in life, and your life just becomes a lot easier to deal with. So, who you are. Okay, so we're talking about defining who you are. And who you are, get this, who you are is perfect, okay? We're human, and we all have imperfections, and we all make mistakes, and blah, 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 blah. What else is new? You know, that's just the way it is, but that's what makes us perfect, is our imperfections. And I can't stress that enough, and it's such a good thing to start feeding yourself in your head. So let's remember how to define ourselves, okay? We are not our jobs, we're not our income, we are not half a person who's only whole with someone else. That's not who we are. So pay attention to how you're defining yourself and what you tell yourself, the thoughts that you have, you know. How are you defining yourself? Do you want to know what I think we are? I think we are, I know we are, whole, loving, and powerful beings. So try to step into that instead of saying, well, I'm this, or I'm defined by this person, or this person defined me as that, so that means that I am what they said. It doesn't have to be that way if you don't choose it. So know that you are a whole person. You are independent of everything else. You're independent of other people, and even if you feel like you're not, you can absolutely be independent of people. You don't have to rely on a relationship or a friendship to define who you are. So try to, you know, really step into who you are underneath it all. Underneath your friendships, underneath your job, underneath the money you have or don't have. Who are you? You're an amazing person, and that's what you need to get down to in your head. So that's defining who we are. Now I want to get to defining where you are. Yes. I'm just reading my notes. Yes, I write notes for you guys, that's right. Bullet points. I have a lot to say, so I need to write it down. Yeah, so I actually don't think I wrote anything for this, but so anyways, I'm going to continue what I was going on about earlier, which was the fact that we are perfect beings even though we're imperfect. So can you start to see yourself like that? Because you have the choice. And as I always say, it's practice. And it is. It takes practice. It's not just gonna, woo, one day it's good and then we're good forever. No, it takes practice, but it's so, so worth it. So once you make the conscious choice to be kinder to yourself, your life dramatically shifts. I'm speaking from experience. So, I don't know, it'll shift in the most awesome way possible if you just treat yourself with a little bit more kindness each day. And even if you can't give yourself 100% kindness every day, that's okay too. But if you can start treating yourself with kindness, like 1% more kindness every day, it'll make a really, really, really big difference. Okay, so now I'm actually going to talk about where you are right now. I got a little sidetracked there, but you know, I'm human, right? Okay, so I didn't write anything, I remember now. I didn't write anything for where you are right now because this is when I was supposed to talk about my breakthrough last night. Not breakdown, breakthrough, and what I learned last night. So, you know the saying, everything happens for a reason. You're like, yeah, Justine, I've heard that since I was 5. I've heard it forever. It sounds easy, it sounds like a given, you know, everything happens for a reason, and then some days it's like, yeah, I totally believe that, and other days you're like, okay, why in the world would that happen to me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sure we've all had those days. But last night, it just kind of hit me, and I was thinking about, I've been thinking a lot about this lately, but all the friendships that I've lost over the past maybe 2 years or more. Within the past year or two, but you know, within I would say 2 years, I have lost so many friendships. And the thing is, it's not because those friends weren't good people. It's not because I'm a bad person. It has nothing to do with that. And I'm not going to define anyone as being a bad person, and I'm not going to define myself as being that, because it has nothing to do with anything, and it's not true. So what it comes down to, and what I realized last night, is that if I had all of those people in my life still, I would not be where I am today. And that, I'm saying that in a good way. Like I said, it's nothing against anybody, and it's not against myself. And it's actually a really awesome thing. You know, letting go of friendships and relationships is honestly, it's one of the hardest things you can go through, especially when you're best friends with people for a long period of time. And, you know, stuff will come up, and, you know, relationships will just find a way to end if they're meant to end. And sometimes it'll end really quickly, and other times it'll be drawn out and you don't want to let it go, and you know, but you just keep hurting yourself kind of thing. And I think I've done that a lot, where it's like I've gotten a lot better over the years. So I think at first, when I was first losing best friends, like for the first time in my life, especially after high school, I was like, oh my god, like I cannot survive without these people. These people are my best friends. They've been my best friends for 4 years, and they mean so much to me. And as much as that's true and that's great, I've learned so much from the pain that came with that, and I've had so many people come and go, like I said, over this, in the past few years of my life. People come, people go, and that's life. And I know it sounds so simple, but it really is hard, you know, it was really hard for me, and I'm sure it's hard for a lot of people to deal with things like that. But yeah, I realized that, you know what, I thought back to a lot of my friends, and I'm like, you know what, if that person was in my life right now, I wouldn't have went through this, I wouldn't have went through this, and I wouldn't have went through this. And that means I wouldn't be who I am right now, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And this is the message that I really need to get out there, is that where you are right now is perfect. Where you are is perfect. You know, you may not feel like you're in a good place, but where you are is where you're meant to be, and you'll always get to where you need to be, no matter what. You know, friendships will end, and new people will come in your life, and it makes you who you are, and it makes you who you're meant to be. And, you know, no matter where you've been in the past, just trust and know that you are where you're meant to be right now. Whether you're having a crappy day or you're having a good day, you are where you're meant to be, and everything you go through is for a reason. You have crappy days for a reason. I have crappy days. I do. I have really crappy days, you know. Some days I'm like, I don't want to get out of bed today. But that just makes me stronger. And, you know, like I said, losing all those people, and I'm not talking about losing a couple of friends. I've had, I would say, I can't even imagine. I can make a huge list of people that came into my life and then left. And just left me feeling like I was high and dry, But from everybody I've met, I've learned something. And that's what the goal is to take what you need to and keep going, and use it to your advantage. Everything happens for a reason, and everything happens for your benefit. Everything happens for you, not to you, and try to apply that to your life. Think of all the loss you've had to go through, It could be a death. I've gone through that as well. We all do go through that. It could be a death, it could be a friendship ending, it could be anything, any sort of loss, possessions or a house or what have you. Think back to those times and be grateful for it, because if you really think about it, if you didn't go through those losses, you probably wouldn't be as strong as you are today, and you wouldn't be where you are today. And where you are today is awesome and perfect, no matter what the circumstances are. You are where you're meant to be. So those are my messages for today. I don't know, I could just ramble on forever, but honestly, it was the biggest, best message I think I've ever received last night, is the fact that I am where I'm meant to be, and I'm so grateful for the people that hurt me, and I'm grateful for the people that left me, and I'm grateful for the people that came to me afterwards, because it's all perfect, and it's all what I needed to become me, the best version of myself. So know that you are perfect as you are. It's okay to make mistakes. You learn from everything, and if you can take something from everything, you're good. You're good. You are perfect as you are. And where you are is perfect as well. Everything you've gone through up until now happened for a reason, and it's perfect. Accept where you are today. If you can come to terms with things from your past too, that'll help you out a lot. Just accept that everything happened the way it was meant to happen. Accept. That's all I got for today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.